I can announce a ceasefire and a hostage deal has been reached between Israel and Hamas. The deal is structured in 3 phases. Phase 1 will last 6 weeks. It includes a full and complete ceasefire, a withdrawal of Israeli forces from all the populated areas of Gaza, and the release of a number of hostages held by Hamas, including women and elderly and the wounded. And I'm proud to say Americans will be part of that hostage release in Phase 1 as well.
Officials say Israel and Hamas have reached a Gaza ceasefire deal. Here are the main points of the proposed agreement. Initially, 33 Israeli hostages, including women, children, the elderly and wounded, would be set free. If all goes as planned, 16 days into the deal, talks would begin on returning the remaining hostages and the bodies of those who are dead. In return, Israel would free a large number of Palestinian prisoners, saying it'd be, quote, many hundreds. However, anyone who took part in the October 7, 2023 attack would not be released. Israel won't fully withdraw troops from Gaza until all the hostages have been returned, but there will be a phased pullback, with forces remaining at the borders to defend Israeli towns and villages there. Unarmed North Gaza residents would be allowed back, with a system preventing weapons from being moved to the area. The Rafah crossing between Egypt and Gaza would start to work, allowing the sick out of the enclave for treatment. There'd be a significant increase of aid to the Gaza Strip. The UN and other international agencies say the population is facing a severe humanitarian crisis. Israel does allow aid there, but there have been disputes over the amount permitted in. Who will run Gaza after the war is still unknown. It seems this issue was left out of the current proposal due to its complexity and would likely hold up a deal. Israel has said it won't end the war, leaving Hamas in power. It has also rejected the Palestinian Authority, the Western-backed body that exercises limited sovereignty in the occupied West Bank. The international community has said Gaza must be run by Palestinians, but efforts to find alternatives to the main factions have proved largely fruitless. There have been discussions between Israel, UAE and the US over a provisional administration that would run Gaza until a reformed Palestinian Authority can take charge.
And the Vice President and I cannot wait to welcome them home. In exchange, Israel released hundreds of Palestinian prisoners. And during Phase 1, the Palestinians can also return to their neighborhoods in all the areas of Gaza. You know, during the next 6 weeks, Israel will negotiate the necessary arrangements to get Phase 2, which is a permanent end of the war. Let me say it again, a permanent end of the war. There are a number of details to negotiate to move from Phase 1 to Phase 2, but the plan says if negotiations take longer than 6 weeks, the ceasefire will continue as long as the negotiations continue.